Every time I feel the spirit. Every time I feel the spirit, everyone. You know, I was led by the voice of heaven, They say, Gabe, you gave the mothers one Mother's Day presentation through Medea, but you need to give them a little more. So, the Lord took me through the Netflix app. And by scrolling, eventually I heard a sweet angelic voice say,
Are you going to do your comedic rants all day, or are we just going to go on with this review? I don't have all day, and I have other stuff I need to take care of.
Okay, so anyway, welcome to, so what's up everybody, it's your boy King Gabe.
And this is Queen Tina.
Yeah, so as you clicked, we're talking about the very first Big Mama's House starring Martin Lawrence, of course. And yeah, that was a reenactment of a scene in there starring a certain Cedric the Entertainer. So, yeah, where honestly, he plays a better preacher in this movie than he did in The Haunted House, which was a spoof of Paranormal Activity. Yeah. Yeah, much better preacher here.
I think Big Mama is before Medea came to the scene, since Tyler Perry just started writing plays in 1999, and they didn't go public until like early 2000, like around 2001 or 2002.
Right, because, yeah, Tyler Perry's first play was I Know I've Been Changed before he even went into any other plays that we, are well known. Yeah, that first one didn't really get too well, didn't get too much attention, yeah, so, yeah, before he became big, we had Big Mama's House.
And this is after Eddie Murphy did the female roles in the Clumps.
Oh, yeah, so...
Mama Clump and Grandma Clump.
Oh yeah, so yeah, another involvement of having to dress up, but unlike the Clumps or Medea, where they're in a character, this case he's in a character too, but is undercover. Yeah, so the audience is aware that it's him in there. Not just because he's advertising the trailer, but also within the movie, where, of course, he's having to investigate on the characters within this movie that we're about to get into. So, and also, just want to state before we get into this, yep, our sponsor, King's Barbecue. Oh, yes. King's Barbecue, everybody is sponsoring this video. Definitely get yourself little taste over there. We're also gonna mention it again with another little segment in the middle of the video. But yeah, definitely check out the King. Get yourself a little taste over there. I like me some Kings there. King, but especially them turkey leg rib. Gotta try me some wings after this review a little bit later. So yeah, go get yourself a taste. And now on to the review. Movie I actually watched, the first time I ever watched this was in the 8th grade, actually. Even though it came out in 2000 before I got there, but I didn't see it until 8th grade on VHS. So, yeah, and I made, those of you who haven't seen this video, in my old stories that I do history of, like the history of Digimon Tamers, I think I mentioned in there that there was a part of my imagining myself in this Digimon Tamer show. I imagined at some point Lester, the villain of this movie,
Yes.
Creating evil Digimon that the Tamers had to face. Yeah, there was that. But you gotta admit, he is a smooth villain in this movie.
I don't remember the first time I saw Big Mama because it's a while back, but I may have saw it either on TV or I saw it in a video rental. One of these mediums.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I don't remember the exact age when I first saw Big Mama's house.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Yeah, like I said, no, it was 8th grade for me. Yeah. during that Tamer era. So, of course, the way the movie starts off, you would probably not even suspect that this is a Big Mama's House movie, except they put the title right in big font during a dogfight.
And you thought, for anyone who hasn't seen this movie, they might be thinking that they're watching a movie involving kung fu or something dealing with the Chinese or the Japanese culture.
Or
Korean culture.
Or something similar to what you would see in, say, a movie like Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, it wouldn't be too far off, considering that movies like this do involve those cop-like, FBI in this movie, but kind of similar to that feel. Yeah. And not to mention, Martin was in Bad Boys, so I guess this is what he's like when he's solo.
Yeah.
So, and of course, movies like Rush Hour and Ride Along, I think, resulted from the success of movies like Bad Boys and Big Mama's House. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, so you get that. Of course, you get to see Martin in action as his character Malcolm, a master of disguise, as they would mention in a sequel later. Yeah, he's disguised as one of the guys there at this dogfight in order to rescue his partner John.
Yeah, I noticed when his disguise was peeled off, everybody reacted, including the dog. Now the dog reminded me of a human.
Yeah.
The way the dog reacted, like.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of Seoul, Korea. Yeah. I gotta say, it really does give Martin a good highlight, especially in fighting and everything. Solo FBI agent. Okay, yes, he does have a partner, but much like how Will Smith was kind of the head guy in Bad Boys, Martin is at the head of this movie.
Look like Martin's character Malcolm does more of the fighting than his friend. I noticed.
I guess it's like Sonic and Tails, sort of. You got your muscle, and then you got the guy who is more kind of
the brains.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
you got the brains and the muscle.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep. So, of course, after that bust, big case comes on the table. After, of course, a scene of introducing our next character, Sherry. Who apparently is trying to stay clear of her ex-boyfriend, who is also the father of her son Trent. Turns out Lester has broken out of jail, so she has to get out, and so she has to flee her house so Lester doesn't find her. And how does she do that without Trent being suspicious or anything? Because apparently Trent doesn't seem like he's aware of this. I guess he probably hasn't told him yet, being how young he is. So, how would you like to go on a little vacation?
even though they're on the run, trying to get away from Lester.
And a very clever way of saying it too, when she say, "How fast can you get ready?" Because what kid wouldn't want to go on a vacation?
It's like she's giving out hints.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah. Since you just mentioned that about the hints,
yes.
Now I guess one could say that maybe to the audience, but you never know. I would say maybe Trent kind of knows a little bit of what's happened as far as concerning his dad, Lester, but the only problem with suspecting that would be what happens in a later scene. We'll get to in a minute what happens that kind of negates that theory being possible.
I know Lester looked like the guy who played Rhodey from the first Iron Man movie.
Oh,
I know it's that face.
Terrence. I think that is Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember his name in the movie titles.
Yes.
When they were showing different characters and stuff. Wow.
I didn't know who that guy was until I saw the first Iron Man movie. He went from playing a criminal to being Rhodey as somewhat of a hero to Iron Man.
Too bad he didn't get to wear the War Machine costumes, and Don Cheeto replaced him.
Yeah, would have been nice to see what that would be like.
Yeah, there was. They remember the MCU was kind of rocky in the beginning to get themselves started. So yeah, there were like changing Bruce Banner and stuff like that.
Yes.
Yeah, it was a rocky start, and they was taking a lot of chances.
Yeah, they trying to see what will be right.
Mm-hmm.
And not just right, but just to make it to see if it will mesh well.
And since you mentioned about him and War Machine,
yeah.
Imagine if the Iron Man movie came out before Big Mama's House, and this was in the same universe, Big Mama's House, and to say what happened if, say, he got so mad about being replaced as and not even getting to be War Machine, and he becomes Lester.
That might work.
Sort of like in the episode of DuckTales 2017. When Jim Sterling, when they got a younger actor to play Darkwing Duck for a big budget movie, Jim Sterling got so mad that he kind of lost it. And at the very end of the episode, that actor, they humiliated me and had him steal my spotlight. They want dark and gritty, happy to play the part. And he was Nega Duck. So, yeah, sort of have that kind of thing going.
I think the reason why they didn't do they didn't let Terrence Howard be in Iron Man 2 or 3 or the rest of the MCU movies because maybe it's disputes between him and the studio, I guess, that we don't know about. Probably disputes.
That's a possibility, because I know they had that. I know that was an issue with Edward Norton because he had some things he wanted to do, but they weren't in agreement with what Edward Norton had visions of for the character Bruce Banner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, he could have probably had some similar issues there.
Like he may have some visions of his own. What he want to do with War Machine.
Yeah, that's one thing. That's one thing with the Hollywood business. Yeah, It just kind of varies there. As Dale say in the Chip and Dale movie, it wasn't anybody's fault in particular. It's just one of those Hollywood things. Yeah. Life in Hollywood, or Hollyweird as some people call it.
I won't understand if you decide to step down just for your own reasons.
Yeah, but
because you chose to step down. Not the studio let you step down for you.
Yeah, but it kind of varies there.
Yeah.
But they always expect the unexpected.
As well as being prepared for the unexpected.
Oh yeah. So, of course, the FBI has now got word of Lester's breakout, and not a very nice man, people. So they have one of their agents go stake out different locations where Lester could show up. And in Malcolm and John's case, they get to stake out Sherry's grandmother, Hattie Mae Pierce, also known in this movie as Big Mama.
And she in her house located in Cartersville, Georgia.
Right. And yeah, some people might wonder why why one of them just don't actually stake out Sherry herself. But that's the thing. Sherry's on the run, trying to get away from Lester. However, see, they don't have any evidence of to know for sure whether she's innocent or guilty. They're not for sure. So, it's kind of hard for them to determine that without proof. So that's why they staking out different people that either Lester or Sherry will run to. If they go to these people, then they're stationed there. Now we can see what's going to happen. Malcolm and John stake out Big Mama's house. Get to see her neighborhood and everything, and of course, her and the neighbors come over to the house where Malcolm and John are staking out or looking out from with baked goods. So Malcolm decides this is a good opportunity to get the surveillance equipment. So John, you stall him.
Yeah.
Wait, stall him?
And he wasn't prepared for that?
No, he wasn't.
Why do I always have to stall him?
You know, it'd be funny though, since his name is John.
Yeah.
If that was John from Garfield.
John Arbuckle.
Him having to work with Martin Lawrence.
Oh dear. I don't know what that would be like.
Well, I guess he needs someone to look after Garfield while he's on this mission.
Unless Garfield could just look out for himself. He got Odie with him, so he won't be alone.
True. But I guess but I guess you still kind of, I guess for the sake, just to make sure things are secure there. For extended, yeah, especially being more than one day.
Don't get me started. Garfield raised the entire kitchen while John's away. And you'll realize that there's no food in the house anymore because Garfield ate it all.
Oh, he does that on a regular basis.
Yeah.
John's food budget is probably skyrocketed on a daily basis. So, this John in the movie.
Yes.
So he greets the neighbors, of course. My name is John Patterson, and ironically, a couple of the neighbors' last name is Patterson. Hey, maybe we're all related.
Like what? I find this hard to believe.
Yeah, unless you go way down the family tree, and one reason why this mentioned because of course John is white, and all the ladies are black. So yeah, unless you go way down the family tree, like in I think it was an episode of Meet the Browns where it was an elderly lady who was white said that way down the line from years ago. Her and Mr. Brown were related. You're my cousin.
Like what?
No way! Shut your mouth. Okay, well, there goes the neighborhood.
It would be more understandable if he was from a biracial family.
Yeah, well, ain't no telling what was written for that episode. Yeah.
I'm talking about John.
Okay, yeah, but yeah. But of course, Big Mama can't stay for long conversation and has to go.
And when I saw that scene, I thought the original line said, "I gotta make it to the bathroom before I lose my bowels all over myself." At first, I thought she said, "I gotta make it to the bathroom before I lose my powers all over myself." Like, what kind of power does she have?
Lose my powers in the bathroom. Oh boy. It's in the, she says, but yeah, she does say that when she finally gets away from Doug, it does take a while because, of course, he's trying to stall for Malcolm to get out.
Yes. And I know Malcolm was uncomfortable while Big Mama was in there doing her business. She was uncomfortable. He was uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
I felt sorry for him.
That's how I feel on a daily basis when I go in the men's room and someone's in there. Well,
Yeah. Yeah. What's next? You might just vomit.
Close to it. especially a certain employee.
Don't get me started if you have to just hold it for 8 hours straight.
That would, well, on a work shift, yeah, probably.
I'm talking about one. Just one.
No, I gotta go at some point on that. No. When you got with that, when you gotta go, you gotta go. As SpongeBob say, I got to go. Yeah. Ooh boy. So after Big Mama lost her powers, I guess now. I mentioned that. Yeah, I guess if this is what happened to Lex Luthor in an episode of Justice League, no, I don't think he need kryptonite.
He would just say, "Just lock me up already."
Oh.
Dealing with Superman.
Yeah. Or better yet, Superman losing his powers, I mean.
Yeah.
Well. Oh. Okay, I'm getting rid of the kryptonite. Enough.
What's next? Just gonna throw the kryptonite in the ocean somewhere?
Or just get it far away from Superman so he can stop.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, go on, take me to jail already.
Heck, he might just give it to Batman. Give the kryptonite to Batman.
Too easy.
And Batman will be grinning.
Yep. So, of course, in between scenes of the movie, you'll see Lester getting closer to finding Sherry, of course, on the chasing after her. His first scene that's shown after the surveillance equipment is planted is when he searches Sherry's house after her and Trent just left not too long ago. But she asked Trent to get his medicine. Apparently, either he forgot his medicine, or either he got it, but maybe there was an empty bottle that they weren't aware was still lying around the house.
Oh, that's how Lester got the information.
Probably it's either one of those, empty bottle or he forgot the medicine. And yeah, it could be the fact Trent may have forgot it, because later there's a scene where they mentioned that Sherry had to call for a refill on his prescription. So yeah, he might have accidentally left it by mistake. Because remember, she said, "How fast can you get ready?"
Yeah.
And yeah, being a kid, I probably would have forgot my medication too.
Not just your medication, but also other things.
Possibly, but yeah, definitely that medication. Because yeah, as a kid, I was not really good with for my ADHD. Yeah, I was not the best person to take a medicine. And then just even medicine in general, like say I got a cold and I gotta take some Dayquil or something like that. Like, come on, Gabe, come on, you gotta take to make you better.
And as a kid, your brain is still developing.
Right, you know how a lot of times be like, oh, I gotta take, no. So, yeah. Yeah, you can, and trust me, you can ask my folks. they will even tell you that themselves. Yeah, I was not the best person to taking medicine. So, yeah, I'd probably be like Trent. I'd probably be the left it behind too, probably on purpose.
Oh.
Just saying.
And act like you don't know where.
Act like I forgot. I'd be acting like that guy from RDC World when he's like, "Well, I guess Naruto and Goku have to pay. I forgot my wallet at home. Man, this is bull crap. Spike, I'm human too. Can I not make mistakes?" Oh, don't worry. I remember. I got your wallet for you.
What?
Darn you, L. Oh boy. And I guess if someone brought my medicine, I'd be mad like, darn you. Now I gotta take this nasty medicine.
Don't get me started with nasty cough syrup.
Oof. Don't remind me. I had that too.
Nasty cough syrup.
Yeah. Not saying that it tastes good now, but yeah, as a kid, yes. I mean, yeah, I take it now, like, okay, there I go. Ooh, it's nasty, but there we go.
I took my medicines well as a kid, and I remember that one medicine that would help me go I think it's called some Castoria or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that.
It tastes like root beer.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. Too bad they don't make it no more.
Yeah, but... Yeah, well, obviously you probably took it better. Girls are better than boys in that there.
And I really love the flavor of it. Too bad I cannot drink it all at once. They just give me a recommended serving.
Oh yeah. Obviously, probably would. Yeah. Now, as Superman say, I wasn't always a Boy Scout.
Yeah. Plus, I also took the Flintstone vitamins. They're also fruity.
Oh yeah, I've taken those. Now that I don't think I had no trouble taking that there.
Yeah.
Flintstone, because hello, it's the Flintstones.
And they still make them today.
We're Flintstone kids.
Yes. But I think theirs is updated into gummy form now.
Oh yeah, probably. There's a lot of gummies now.
Yes.
Yeah, especially even with vitamins. That's why I say now I go. I wish I had that as a kid. There.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
No. Yeah, that would have been easy to feed me. Yeah. So of course, yeah, Lester uses the medicine, to track down where Sherry them have run off to, which he would use as well as later when they call for the refill. Oh yeah, and I guess if it was in this day and time, he probably not. I think he did look up on the computers and stuff like that.
Yes.
But yeah, he possibly would have got to them quicker in this day and time. Cause yeah, he wouldn't even have to go to the computer. He just pull out like an iPhone or an iPad or something.
While he be in his car.
Yeah, probably and hack from there or something like that.
Yes.
So yeah, there's that. And suddenly in the middle of the night, Big Mama conveniently has to leave because of an emergency of one of her friends in the hospital, and immediately goes. There was a critic that reviewed to say, "What? So nobody in the town knows that Big Mama left out of town?" Well, to that critic, I can't think of the name, and even if I did, no, I'm not going to call out the name. To the critic, of course, nobody in the neighborhood gonna know because she left in the middle of the night and didn't tell anybody she was gone.
And we don't know what time in the middle of the night. It could be anywhere between, I would say, 9 p.m. to I would say 2 in the morning. Between those times.
Probably between midnight and wee hour in the morning.
Yes.
Because of what they mentioned to Sherry in a later scene.
Yes.
So Malcolm and John go over to investigate the house, and then the phone rings, and of course it's Sherry, who states that she was going to come over there, but since Big Mama's not there, however, Malcolm gets an idea. Ooh, praise the Lord, it's my baby Sherry. Big Mama, ow. Yeah, that's how he shuts up his partner with a flashlight. Ow.
What's next? He gonna hit his head with the flashlight?
Up the...
Ow.
Ow. Oh boy. So because of that, Sherry's on the way, and how are they gonna how is Big Mama gonna be there when she's out of town? Malcolm will dress up like Big Mama undercover. With a montage of preparing everything to go, big girl, what you gonna do? Go, big girl, what you gonna do? Go, Big Mama, hey. And I have to mention, because she's gonna pop up quite a bit in this movie throughout the film, the nosy neighbor with her dog. Oh yeah, she's out. I guess the dog had to go do its business at this time of night while she's out there. Or either that or she just went out randomly because, like I say, she's a nosy neighbor and she really keeps a close eye on Big Mama's house quite a bit there. Yeah.
It's like she's guarding it.
Well, actually, I'd say there's more of it seemed like she got something against Big Mama.
It's like it's her rival, the nosy neighbor.
Sort of like in Fairly Odd Parents, you remember, Timmy's dad. His rival is Dinkelberg. Oh. Dinkelberg! How dare him! Dinkelberg. Yeah. Maybe it's explained in the show, but I have no idea what his beef is with Dinkelberg. But apparently, in this case, this neighbor, which I think her name is Sadie. Yeah, Big Mama, she called Sadie. She actually says her name in the movie. So Sadie, yeah, she's gonna be popping up, spying on Big Mama's house because of whatever beef she's got with her. I guess maybe they grew up like school rivals or something. Who knows? or just neighborhood rivals. Sherry and Trent arrive there, and well, la 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 la. Look, ooh, Yep, Malcolm's Big Mama now.
So,
and antics ensue.
yeah. And we see Big Mama trying to cook, and let's just say Malcolm undercover using a whole lot of Crisco and butter.
Oh boy, good.
It's like he's trying to kill them. You know, he's not intentionally doing that. Let's just say he's just a person who don't know how to cook.
Yeah, I'm not. Now, I may not be a big cooking expert like my wife here, but even I could look at that and tell you, even that. Okay, wait, whoa, wow, the Crisco, because one reason even I could vouch that.
Yes.
Because there were now there are a few times I have prepared something. It's been a while there, but like before I got married there. Yeah, before I got married, I was, just here by myself. Yeah, every so often I did cook a little something. Yeah, every so often. But like when my folks were here, we had this deep fryer, and let's just say, because it took that Crisco oil. Yeah, I kind of knew how to use that, but boy, cleaning that is a hassle.
That's a disadvantage about deep fryers, is the maintenance.
Right. So yeah, that's one reason. Looking at that scene, looking back at this movie, I could definitely. Oh yeah, I know for sure. Yeah, you're gonna kill somebody with all that Crisco oil at once.
Thank goodness for air fryers.
Yep, and also that this is a movie too. Real life. Yeah. Oh boy.
And thank goodness for meal kits, since there are people out there that don't know how to cook, but with the meal kits, they give you instructions on how to prepare the meals.
Sort of like
with the meal kits.
Like them Hello Fresh, they give you meals and prepare them everything. And no, we're not sponsored by Hello Fresh. When she mentioned that, it just made me think of Hello, because I've seen Double Toasted advertising a lot.
And Kroger also have their own meal kits called Home Chef near the deli.
Hello Fresh got some competition.
Home Chef.
Oh yeah.
In case you don't want to pay for shipping, you could just go to Kroger.
Locally.
You just go locally and get it there.
Pretty much, yeah. Yep. Not exactly my style there, but for those of you, hey, y'all and if y'all, that's what y'all want to do, and y'all in the position to do that, go for it.
If I'm interested in a meal kit, I'd rather find something I would like, not just something I would like, but also would eat.
Oh yeah,
and
obviously.
also what Gabe likes too.
Obviously, yep.
Yeah.
And say cooking for two.
Yes.
Yep. So, and of course, there's not just the cooking, but also apparently even defaults with the suit. I don't know how to tell you this, but your face is falling off. Yeah.
That he has to find something to fix his prosthetic face.
Yeah, and I had to bring that up because John rushes over to throw him something to take care of that. And Sadie pops up again. What are you doing over there? And chases after John. Hey, take it easy, ma'am. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, now it just made me think of Linkara as a grandma.
Like, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Because remember, those of y'all that seen Linkara or any Channel Awesome videos, he did play as a grandma in one. I think that's old versus new Spider-Man video.
Yes.
Come on, honey child, attack the heart. We must attack his heart. Oh my God. So yeah, say, which I gotta ask, Sadie, what business would it be of yours? What's going on as far as John coming over to Big Mama's house? And I mean, what's the concern? That's their business. Stay out of the Kool-Aid if you don't know the flavor. y'all know. Some of y'all know. I know a lot of y'all know that old expression.
I think this is my first time hearing that.
Oh really?
Yes.
Oh my God, my folks use that a lot. They say, They say if you don't know the flavor of the Kool-Aid, stay out of it. There, that way it's like when you like say you come across two people talking,
Yes.
and all of a sudden you jump in the conversation, but you don't even know what the conversation was about, and end up saying something that's like, that's not even what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You don't even know what we're talking about. That's what they mean. You know, it's like it's like giving someone Kool-Aid and they don't know what flavor it is.
Oh, I guess it'll be a mystery flavor to them.
Pretty much. Yeah. Or as Wolf pointed out, well, Snake, if I were to blindfold you, you wouldn't know the difference between a guinea pig and a skunk.
Ooh.
Technically, I think Snake would, because the skunk would be stinky.
Obviously, because the scent.
Mm-hmm. As well as, even if he didn't smell it, I'm pretty sure that taste would throw him off. Yeah.
What's next? What's next if you're blindfolded? You don't know what you're touching. You don't know the difference between touching a rabbit or a porcupine.
I've actually heard. Oh, I've heard somebody mention that about giving somebody blindfolded or a blind kid a porcupine.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Critic mentioned that one. He's like, when he was reviewing Transformers.
Yeah.
The animated series. When he was talking about the live action, he's like, seriously, it's almost. Did you see how they were? It's almost like telling a blind kid they're gonna pet a bunny when actually it's a porcupine.
Ooh. Ouch.
Yeah. Kind of cruel, yeah. Yeah, pretty cruel there. So.
What's next? Touching a cactus blindfolded?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think the hyenas from Lion King would probably not want to live that experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, after John's chased off, Big Mama comes up with the solution of duct tape.
Shit.
That Sherry catches a hold of, and oh, it's a beauty secret. You ain't never used it to get rid of unsightly hairs. Oh, child, we're particularly good on the bikini area.
I wouldn't use duct tape on my face or down
You know,
there.
yeah. Oof.
I'd rather just use duct tape away from my skin.
Yeah.
Mainly all over my body in general.
Try telling that to the woman that was silly enough to put Gorilla Glue on her head.
Ooh.
Oof. And got her hair stuck.
Yeah.
Or Gorilla Glue spray.
Duct tape is for anything but the human body.
Pretty much. Yep, so of course dinner doesn't turn out so well. There's a fire that she tries to put out with collard greens. I didn't know that then, but I know now because of me working in produce. I recognized the leaves he was fanning it with were collard green leaves.
Let's just say he did a bad job. If you want, we could always go to Ring-a-Ding Burger and get the Smiley meal. And he offered that option.
Yeah, at least he did it. At least he was aware that it was terrible.
And Sherry say, "No thanks, Big Mama. This look good." If I was her, I'd rather just be straight up honest. I'm not gonna eat that.
Yeah, and you can still say it politely too.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when the person is offering that. I mean, when they're clearly aware, hey, look, I kind of messed up. We could do something else, you know. Just saying, you know.
I mean, I can't be skeptic when it comes to food and how it's prepared. That.
Oh, you'd be skeptical of that.
And how it looks too.
And of course, we get introduced to Ben Raleigh, who apparently has a thing for Big Mama. There's my sugar.
It's like he's in love with her.
He is. Apparently, yes. And we're going to be, just like the nosy neighbor Sadie, we're going to be seeing a lot of him throughout this. We're going to be seeing him off and on through this movie, too.
It was surprised if that was us in old age.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that I sure hope it do be, yeah. There's my sugar.
Yeah.
Well, come on over here. Yeah, I'm going a crazy romantic old man. Yeah, even if I have a cave, yeah. Oh boy. But so of course a little bit Lester's getting closer, of course, and because of the Sherry calling for the refill on the prescription, Sadie pops up once more. I know what you're up to. You think you nickel slick, but I got your penny change. Huh? And the man ain't been in this neighborhood for over a day, and you're all over him. Yeah, apparently Sadie thinks that Big Mama's got a thing for John.
What?
Oh, Lord.
I find it hard to believe.
Well, there is one thing that I think might have led Sadie to believe this.
Yeah.
When remember when John had to keep the real Big Mama out of the house for Malcolm to get out?
Yeah.
So I think that's what what made her suspicious of that.
Yes.
Yeah, probably from that scene. So, yeah. Then, apparently in the middle of the night this time, a lady named Rita from the neighborhood just had a water broke, and it turns out Big Mama is the midwife, so they're having a home birth. And let me just say, personally, I would much, when it comes time for us, we're going to the hospital with the professionals, you know. And also, yeah. I know some people do that, the home birth thing, and I mean, okay, that's you you want to do that. But yeah, personally, and I'm pretty sure, if any of you do that, a home birth, I'm pretty sure y'all probably are well equipped for that there. But yeah, that wouldn't quite work out for us.
Too messy.
Yeah. And let's just say when he finds out that Big Mama's the midwife, but there's also another reason why he screamed too.
Whoa.
It's Pam from Martin.
Oh God.
Pam.
I know.
Gina's friend.
I know.
I screamed too. Only, you know, it'd be real funny.
Yes.
If all of a sudden Shanae pops up as a cameo. Oh, it's like, well, look at here, oh boy, it made me think of that scene when Pam got locked out.
Yeah.
And because she told Shanae that she couldn't get into the party.
Yeah.
And when she tried to go in, oh. Well, look at here. Look like you ain't getting in the party either. The party you told me I wasn't invited to. Okay. And I forgot who this guy name is. The guy who played Nolan.
I think his name is Anthony Anderson.
Okay. Gotta try to remember that because he pops up in a lot of stuff there.
Yes.
Yeah, sort of like the joke the critic made about that British guy that pops up in everything, but you never stop to know what his name is. So Anthony as Nolan, the security guard, head security guard, shows up to help out.
And at first, when I first saw him, I thought he was like Rifa's like boyfriend.
No, he mentions I'm Rita's brother.
Oh.
Yeah, he mentions that at the very beginning, and they did. Now, I didn't notice this, but looking back at the movie for the review, yeah. I did see Rita's husband there.
Oh.
Yeah, he was there at the birthing there with the other ladies and stuff. Yeah.
And you don't get a word from her husband. I think he might be one of the extras. No speaking room.
Yeah, but they do make him present there. Yeah. So, yeah, and then it comes out to bring a baby into this world, and for some reason they ask for Crisco and Hot Lord.
What?
I thought
and tongs?
I thought usually whenever a baby was about to be birthed, they have to get hot water. Hot water, hot water, hot water, hot water. But yeah, you use Crisco for everything down here. Okay, and a plunger?
Yeah.
Okay. But the baby comes out. Ooh, what a relief there. Oh boy. It's definitely a relief when it all happens there.
Yes.
And of course a little later after that next day, Malcolm gets introduced to Sherry kind of by accident because he tries to slip out of the Big Mama suit, I guess, to go over to the house with John to, I guess, maybe fill a report or something.
Yeah.
But Sherry hears him snooping around, so he has to cover. Like, oh, I'm Malcolm. I'm a handyman. Handyman's my thing. Pretending like he's fixing the doorbell. And even gets a karate scene with Trent there. So he tells John that maybe because it doesn't seem like he's able to get any information about Lester as Big Mama.
Yeah.
He's like, Malcolm might be our best man. I mean, she's never gonna tell Big Mama about Lester. Yep. So, of course, the next scene, as Big Mama, he ends up going into town with Sherry and Trent. Trent gets dropped off to play basketball. And as Sherry's going around the town, Ben Riley shows up to try to holler at Big Mama and try to give her, you said it was a watch?
Yeah. Oh, one of his watches, I guess.
Oh, I thought it was a ring at first. Okay.
You wish it was.
Well, a watch that used to belong to his mother from years ago. Just been sitting on in that one bedroom apartment when it could have been seeing the world. But of course, it gets interrupted when Big Mama's friends come over. Like, ooh, come on, we gonna be late. Late for what? Self-defense class. And taught by Nolan. So apparently Nolan's a security guard and a self-defense instructor.
Wow, he got 2 jobs.
Is he gonna be like those characters that wear many hats that you see like as a judge or police and this?
Maybe.
So like in the sitcoms there.
Oh, maybe.
And yeah, of course, Malcolm doesn't like the way he's throwing down the lady because his method is he's like, wherever you may be, you got to be prepared for this. Don't you think you're being a little rough on the ladies?
Like what?
You think it's like a mugger attack you on the street? You think he gonna go about it delicately?
No.
I don't think so. So Big Mama decides to volunteer next, and we get this little. So you're walking down the street, strutting your stuff. Mugger comes up to you and say, "Hey, baby, why don't you back that thing up? Show me what you got. What you gonna do?" Well, I say I got a size 10, and I'm about to cram it up his bony behind.
Oof.
Interesting. What if that don't work? What if he decides you want to get a little piece of that?
Whoa.
All he got to do is this. And we end up getting Big Mama throwing him around. Oh my. And let's just say it's actually a pretty interesting fight because Malcolm does some weird movements that kind of throw no one off.
Yes.
Yeah, no one doesn't. So no one is kind of confused at what he's doing. What in the world? And he ends up in the position that a lot of us especially from our generation, know. Say Tito, say Tito, Tito.
Yeah.
And that grip hole.
Yes.
Say Tito. Ain't that right, Nolan? Yes. And he accidentally pulls off Big Mama's wig.
And then we see Sherry comes in.
No, I got some explaining to do.
And he was about to tell the truth until all the ladies volunteered to take off all their wigs.
And they all go gang up on Nolan.
And they feel free.
Wait, ladies. I guess Nolan wasn't prepared for that.
Yes.
That's what I call when the gloves come off, or in this case, the wigs come off.
Wow. So they were wearing wigs this whole time. I thought it was their actual hair.
And nowadays, you got a lot of wig wearers, not even young ladies there.
They just wear it by choice.
Yeah, tie the ebb and
Yes.
wigs.
As well as weaves and hair extension.
Not that I have, and don't get me wrong, I don't have a problem with it. My only thing is, as long as you keep it up there.
Yeah, I'd rather just wear my natural hair.
Yeah. And you do have a lot that goes back to that after coming out of weaves and stuff there.
Yes.
Like I say, I mean, my only thing is, you keep it up, or are you happy with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Main thing is about your happiness and well-being.
Right, cause I would assume if you're happy with it, yeah, you'll do what you have to do to keep it up there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my only thing. If you got all that under control, it works for me. And so apparently a little bit later, Big Mama tries to get some information out of Trent. Of course, he doesn't give any information, and if he does know about it, he said that that Mama told him not to say anything about it. So of course, yeah, can't go any further there because you don't want the kid to disrespect his mama.
Yeah.
And but Malcolm comes up with another idea. Did something happen to you down at basketball? And he tells that the kids had kicked them off the court. They're the older kids there.
Who are teenagers.
And this leads to Big Mama challenging them to basketball. Malcolm, Big Mama, I mean, yeah. And of course, Air Mama! That's game!
And he was able to make all the shots.
Oh, yeah.
And beat the teenagers.
And they say Martin is a basketball freak, yeah. Sort of like, that may explain why he had himself introduced like a basketball player in Black Knight.
Oh, yeah. And that was after Big Mama's house.
Oh, yeah.
Black Knight.
Mm-hmm. So he tries again as Malcolm by going out fishing with Trent and Sherry. She still doesn't really give much any information other than some people aren't always who they say they are. But he does have a nice moment with Trent with catching a firefly. And, well, yeah, that seems like we're getting a bunch of dead ends with this information here. There is a scene later during a storm where he's asleep as Big Mama,
Yeah.
but all the power's out and everything. Oh, and before that, Lester shows up at the house, but in a nightmare of Sherry's.
Yes.
Yeah, she goes to check on Trent.
And then Lester storms in.
Right, he just raises up, doesn't say anything, and that's what makes it even scarier.
Yes.
Yep.
It's like somebody trying to jump on you in a dream.
And because of this nightmare, she goes into Big Mama's room. Malcolm then forgot to put the face on there, which I guess I think because last time he did sleep with the face on, but it was kind of coming off when he woke up.
Yes.
And yeah, he has to keep his mustache and stuff hidden there.
Yeah.
Which this kind of makes me think of when he played his mama and Martin, because his mama had a mustache.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And there's a joke in there as they're talking and stuff. Big Mama, what's that under the... Oh, that's my flashlight. So, is there another flashlight under there?
A hint.
And you hear a wolf. I'm not gonna say what it is. Some of y'all have seen the movie probably know, but that as a hint, a wolf howls. Howl. Okay. So then, of course, the next scene, the next morning, Sunday. Oh yeah, so you know where they're heading to church.
Yes.
And that's where, of course, that whole thing I was doing earlier come from with Cedric the Entertainer playing the preacher, because he comes up to Big Mama to testify, even though he was hoping for Sherry to testify.
Yes.
He kind of goes into some
Raunchy confession.
Yeah.
That went so overboard.
Yeah, but he does get a good point out after it all there.
Yes.
And leads to him having to lead the choir in "Oh Happy Day." Oh happy day.
And Sherry starting to be moved a bit by her facial expressions.
Mm-hmm. And of course, after getting all happy with the Ray Charles lookalike on the piano, that's what's up. They go home to Big Mama's surprise party. And surprisingly, she thinks that somebody broke in the house, and yeah, like, freeze!
Uh-oh.
I don't think Big Mama likes surprise parties. Big Mama, where'd you get that gun from? Let me take that before you hurt somebody. Like she's a little kid or something. Yeah. So, Big Mama's birthday party. And you know what? You know what make that birthday party complete if that had just been some years later?
What?
King's Barbecue.
Hey there, how y'all doing? This King out here, the King Turkey Legs. By here with my man Gabe. Come by here. Want to shout me out here at the King's Turkey Leg, 2700 Quinton and Hearn Avenue. We served up the delicious turkey leg, turkey wings, turkey necks. We have ribs. You can get the turkey leg stuffed with shrimp Alfredo, mac and cheese. And also, you can get ribs with potato salad and beans. As we speaking here, I got one of my longtime customers coming up here. A nice young lady that's been with me for years. One of my favorite customers right there.
Y'all need to come on down to the King.
Yeah.
You won't be disappointed.
Hey, so come on out to King's Turkey Leg, 2700 Quinton and Hearn. 318-617-1901. We are from Thursday through Sunday, from 11 to 8. Come on out. Ain't no love like the King love. King love everybody. Peace.
You heard the King, so go over and get you something to eat over there now. And they also have snow cones for a nice little dessert. Boy, they be doing some good eating at that party for Big Mama in the South.
And ironic, the food at the party is Southern style cooking. You have your fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, black eyed peas, greens, all the works.
Oh yeah.
Southern style cooking. Or some people will call it soul food.
Oh yeah. So of course, so during the party, there's a moment where Trent is looking through his footlocker, and he goes back downstairs, and Big Mama decides to look around, but then turns out there's some stolen money in Trent's footlocker. Big Mama Malcolm thinks that Sherry knows about this and is pretty ticked off with her, but when she breaks down emotionally, finally explaining about Lester, it turns out that she didn't even know that the money was in there, and I'm pretty sure Trent didn't even know this either. Yeah, apparently when Lester, I guess when he was escaping the cops, that's where he hid it there. Yeah, which is one reason why nobody found the stolen money. And so after hearing this, Big Mama realizes that Sherry's being honest about this, and I'll get Malcolm. We'll solve everything. But that's going to be hard to do with this party going on now.
Since Big Mama is back. The real
Oh,
Big
yes. Holy crap.
Yes.
Not to mention people popping in and out of the house, out of different rooms and stuff. So he can't really change. Also, and not to mention, I'm surprised the nosy neighbor isn't already at the party.
I think they didn't invite her.
Ouch. But she does sneak into there. Yep, and of course, there's the whole real Big Mama come in, switch out with Malcolm Big Mama. and Malcolm Big Mama accidentally gets locked out of the house just as Lester has shown up with Trent reading a story. Scratch, 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 said the creature at my door. Who's there? I said, hoping it was only my imagination.
It's almost like he's stroking a cat the way he touches Trent's head, like he's stroking a cat.
Hey, look, Mom, ghost stories.
Like,
And that's what I mean. Trent probably doesn't know the dark side of his dad there. Now, apparently this has never been told to him there. And considering how Sherry is about the subject, I could kind of understand why.
yes.
Yes. Now, I do encourage parents to be honest with their children, but I also understand that sometimes things like this can be a bit difficult there.
Yes.
Yeah.
As well as it's also a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, especially depending on what they may have went through with Lester.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Lester then demands that they get ready to go. And just as they're announcing to the real Big Mama that they're leaving, he said your goodbye. Now let's go. Free sucker! Nolan, what in the what? And unfortunate for Nolan, his gun's a dud.
Ouch.
You freeze, sucker.
And look like Lester got the bigger gun.
Don't shoot me. I have to admit, I don't know if I've said this before in an earlier video, but I had a dream once that somebody was saying something to Christina that was pretty bad, and I told them, and I went off on them, and then later in the dream, they showed up just like Lester and helped, and I don't think they even said anything. He just pointed a gun at me, and just like Nolan, I said, don't shoot me.
Ooh. Scared.
Yep. Of course, in the dream, Jesus himself showed up. Wake up, gang, wake up. So, who saves Nolan in this movie? Malcolm Big Mama. Busting through the window. I forgot my keys. Big. Are y'all Doublemint twins?
Oh yeah, the Doublemint Twins commercial back in the day.
Oh, yeah. And of course, the fight ensues. The real Big Mama ain't gonna act. Not in Big Mama's house. I really wish that, we could have got both Big Mamas fighting Lester there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malcolm and the real Big Mama. That would have been a 2-on-1.
Yes.
But we have to go for comedy and knock the real Big Mama into Nolan. Oh, I can't feel my knees. Oh, Big Mama, don't you turn over. Oh, Big Mama. Yeah. Malcolm does succeed in the fight, though, even in the suit and everything.
Yeah.
However, Lester punches him real hard in the face, pulling the half of the prosthetic off. You have half Big Mama, half Malcolm.
Yeah.
Oh. And yeah, even though he saved the day, Sherry and Trent aren't too happy about the fact, this is quite a bit to process here.
And I know Trent was so disappointed that he just walked off, and Sherry was upset with Malcolm.
It kind of seems, maybe it might be, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. From what I saw, in my opinion, it seemed like Trent may have been more upset.
Yes.
From the reactions between him and his mother.
Yes.
Yeah. Malcolm. Yeah, he seemed like he was so upset. He that's all he could even say, and nothing else.
Yeah.
And of course Sherry, he said you gotta trust somebody sometime. Why not start with me? I find that really hard to believe, Malcolm. Yep. This of course leads Malcolm to have to testify at church the following, which I'm guessing is the following Sunday, I would assume.
Yeah.
So, I guess you could, since this was a Sunday night, Actually, this makes actually a lot of sense.
Or a Saturday night, one of them.
No, it was Sunday night because they had a party after church.
Oh.
Yeah, they had got home from church and then had the surprise party.
I think several days had passed.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. If it's the next Sunday, yeah.
Yes.
So I'm guessing a week has passed at least.
Yes.
So that
Well, after Dee's confrontation, you need more time for yourself to process,
yeah, and
as well as being away from that person.
so logically, I think they did well because,
Yes.
like I said, I didn't think about that when I watched it back as a kid in the
The
80s.
passage of time.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I just thought it was the next day.
Yes.
But yeah, a whole week passed. Like I say, you can tell it's Sunday again.
Yes.
So yeah, that's a pretty smart movie.
Yeah. If you're mad at a person after that other person revealed the truth, you need more time to cool yourself down and be away from that person for a while until there's a reconciliation.
And the church was a good spot to do it too, because anywhere else they probably would have walked off from Malcolm or something. But being in the church, like, oh, this is God's house and all His children are welcome.
Like God's power's in the works.
Yep. He said he got a good stage set, and of course, for some reason, John say, "Let's hope he'll hostile jury something." I'm like, John, he's going in church to testify. This isn't the courtroom. It doesn't work that way. So Malcolm makes his testifies, and well as making his apology to Sherry as well as Big Mama and Trent. They look, all of that was fake, but what I felt about you, that was real. Yep. And of course, after his testifying, Big Mama is moved to come up. They will, may the angels speed your path on up here, Big Mama. At least she's hugging him out of happiness.
Yeah.
Sharon, what are you still sitting there for? Girl, come on up here and get your man. And boy, is it a happy day for real here.
Yes.
Yep,
And they both shared a kiss.
And well, hey Trent, come on up here.
Yes.
Trent got him a new daddy now. Well, yeah, of course they're not married officially just yet, but you know that's gonna come next, though.
Yeah, they just need more time.
Oh yeah, it doesn't say how long, but you know it's coming now.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
We just have to go by our imaginations.
That's one good thing about movies, leaving it open to the viewers. Yeah.
Yes, they use their imaginations.
Oh yes.
Of what these characters' life will be like outside the movies.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's the Big Mama's House movie. Also complete in the special features as a Bounce With Me music video from Bow Wow. Definitely check that out there. Oh yeah, cause in my opinion, from Bow Wow back in the beginning days.
Yes.
In my opinion, I believe that's one of his best videos back in his early days.
And he had longer hair back then.
Mm-hmm. That, and also what we would hear in the movie that he stars in, like Mike, about basketball.
Which didn't happen until 2 years later after Big Mama's House.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's Big Mama's House. Ain't gonna take no stuff right in. No talking back at the mouth. Ooh. So what'd you think, baby?
I think this is one of Martin Lawrence's best comedies since he disguised himself as Big Mama, with all the funny as well as with all the funny antics in this film.
Oh yes.
And the characters were spot on, especially Nia Long's character as Sherry, with all of her different emotions, and her sad emotions were so convincing. Same goes with her emotion when she's angry, that you want to feel her. That they are so convinced that you want to put your own heart into her character. That you want to give her a hug, and say, "I'm there for you, no matter what."
Mm-hmm.
And let's just say the movie, the Big Mamas, the first movie is so funny that was able to garner 2 sequels, which we might talk about in the future.
Oh yes, yep, and then definitely worth checking out there. You'll hear our thoughts if when we get to them. You'll definitely hear our thoughts on that, on the sequels. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Especially the emotions when she had to deal with Lester in the past, that she just want to move on.
Yep. And also another thing, this is something that I plan to when we because there's actually 2 sequels, Big Mama 2 and Big Mama 3. After discussing those, there's also something else I would like to share with you guys. My ideals for a Big Mama's House movie involving Lester getting his revenge.
It's almost like a what if.
Pretty much, yeah. Which would actually make still be, somewhat of the formula that we follow with Big Mama's previous movies, but probably have a slightly darker tone than the previous movies. Yeah, especially dealing with Lester, because he's a pretty bad dude there.
Yes. And one of the sequels will be titled Lester's Revenge, and we will see Lester coming out of prison.
Yep, and it would be also, if something like that happens, Trent would definitely be involved with this being his his biological dad and stuff.
Plus it'll be personal.
Oh yeah. Yep. So there'll be more detail after we've discussed the other sequels later in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that'll be something for you guys to look forward to.
Soon.
Yeah. Say anything else?
I think that's all I could say.
Well, I guess I'll end myself too, because we pretty hungry too. Oh yes, just like they were with that birthday party. So, with that said, y'all make sure you definitely like, share, subscribe, hit the like button, share with your friends. Buy some of our available comic books and hit us up on the Patreon for extra support, and also sponsor a video just like King's did. Yeah, just like King's Barbecue did for this video. So definitely holler and do that as well. And we will see y'all in the next video. And take care, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Big Mama. Good God Almighty. Boy, there's only one thing I'm thinking of, watching myself eat that turkey leg and them ribs. King Gabe the Barbarian. King Gabe love King's turkey legs and ribs. Must strike wings next. Go get King's food now.